And there we have it. So that's all the modelling done, the UVing done, and the texturing done. All there is left to do is to put it over into SketchFab and utilise their rendering system. So to get it over to SketchFab, first thing you want to do is select your model and then remove all history that's attached to it. So we go to the modify menu, then go to freeze transformation, then we go to the edit menu, delete by type, and then history. You can see that any information that was stored here is now gone, and now there's no any information embedded onto the actual model. From here, if we select the model again and go to the file menu, go down to export selection, choose the location where we want this file to be exported as. So I want to go to my Skylander project file. As you can see already that I've already got a export of this file already, so we're just going to override this. As you can see, the file type is an FBX file. So now that is all done, just press save, override this file, and you can see this dialog box is opened, and all we want to do in here is make sure that the embedded media box is checked, which it is, so we can just export this. So now with that done, if we jump over to our file, we can see that the file is there. And if we go over to our SketchFab, we'll see it's already preloaded, but I'll show you how to do this from scratch. So if we go to, if we just remove this for now, and then we go to upload, choose a file, find the FBX file, which is here, press open, see it's been selected, go to continue. All this is just information about the model, it's not really relevant at this point in time. Just skip over that and press continue, and all we've got to do now is wait for it to process, and when that's done, oh there you go, you can see now that the model is now being successfully uploaded. So as you can see, all the textures have transferred over successfully, except for, however, this texture on the orb. So if you jump back over into Maya, you can see that the texture that was supposed to be applied to the ball is not showing up on here. And the easiest way to sort this out is if you go to the 3D settings area, and wait for this to load. There we are. And then if we go to materials, scroll right down to where it says transparency, sure that it's on, and if we select the ball by just double clicking on the material, you see there it's all selected, and we play around with the transparency here, we can recreate that texture just using the settings on SketchFab. So I'll set that to 75% for now. So if we save these and then we can exit, when we return back into our editing area, we can see now the material has been applied. Going back to the rendering side of things, if we go to the settings here, we have some rendering options. So we can use lit, which is natural, using like light on the model. So if we just go over to shadeless, you see the difference. So you can see there's no specularity on the model at all. We jump back over to lit, adds shadows and definition. If we go into matte cap, this adds like a uniform texture matte effect over the actual the model. Obviously still using the specularity and the heights of the materials and the depth. If we also go back a bit back to lit, we can also mess around with the wireframe. This is more for if you're somebody else looking at the model, if you want to just have a look at the mesh, and you can see how the you know, where the wireframe of the model, and obviously you can change all your colours depending on the, you know, so it's more viewable. So just turn that off. Say some additional options can be changed in your 3D settings. We can change the environment or the background when it loads. There we go. So we go to our backgrounds and we can choose the amount of blur that has been the background has, the image, a colour if it's for a specific colour. We can change the environment. So let's use let's go with, let's just do this one for now, and you can see obviously it has its own light source, which can be changed, I believe, if we, there you go, you can see the light is changed where the light comes from on the model, its brightness, which is probably not very beneficial. So yeah, so we close that down. There are some other options that you can SketchFab allows you to mess around with, and additionally you can add your own, so you can import your own image into there, depending if there's like a specific scene you want to use to show off your model. So for now we'll just leave that as is. So if we exit that, it's fine. So that's all for this. That's the whole process complete. Thank you for watching.